Today's video is sponsored by Relink.
Hey guys, I'm Evan. Welcome to Country View Acres. So tomorrow we're gonna go over to Rebecca's parents' house and we're gonna help dig in a water line to their well. But the problem is, I don't have a way to be able to haul the excavator. I don't have a trailer that's big enough. I don't really have a truck that's big enough. So that means to dig in the water line, we're gonna have to use the backhoe attachment on the little tractor. So I've got the backhoe attachment sitting here and it has settled and shifted, and you can see like where it goes up underneath the tractor, it's like raised up in the air. That's kind of a problem with these backhoe attachments, is there's really not a great way to park them where they're gonna be like easy to hook up to the next time. So I got a feeling it's gonna be a little bit of an ordeal to get it hooked up. So I've got a wood chipper and a few other attachments that's in the way. We're gonna go ahead and get them out of the way, and then we're gonna have to see what we can do to be able to get the backhoe hooked up. And after we get the backhoe on the tractor, I'm gonna see if I can load it up into the dump trailer and haul it that way. If that doesn't work out, I'm just gonna have to go to my dad's and borrow his equipment trailer. Let me get rid of these. So I just noticed that the front tire's low on the tractor. And I mean like really low. Now that makes me wonder if I ended up getting a nail in it. So let's take it up to the shop and check it out. As soon as I shut the tractor off, I could hear the leak in the tire. It's not good. Right there. Right on the side of the tire. Which you're not supposed to patch the side of a tire. You can't use like a tire plug or a patch. At least you're not supposed to. So I could try putting some green slime in it. At least that might get me by for now. You definitely have a few leaky tires when you keep slime by the gallon. I kind of like this jug where you can just pump in the slime. It probably has like how many pumps? Looks like 16 pumps for a small tractor tire. The only thing I don't like about it is you got this hose full of slime that's going to slowly drip out. That's what I don't like. Well, spinning it by hand is not getting the slime in that hole. I'm going to have to go drive the tractor pretty fast and get that stuff moving around in there and see if I can get it to go in that hole, and it should start to plug it up. You can hear that. It's a pretty good leak. We're in high gear now. Well, we did get some slime to go in the hole, but it's still leaking. Well, it's definitely not leaking as bad as it was earlier, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can get the backhoe hooked up to it. We may just have to drive this around a few more times to finally get it to seal off completely. So to get this backhoe attachment hooked up, I need to get this lower part, I need to get it down more flat on the concrete. So if I can take the tractor and lift up on this end should go down, and then I think I can just put some boards underneath there. Ooh, I really moved it. Well, that worked. We got this flat on the ground now. See if we get this board under here. Set it down on that. Not too confident that'll work. All right, I'm gonna let it down. Well, kinda worked. I think I might have to add a board. All right, just barely got this board under there. Oh yeah, looks good. All right, Well, to put the backhoe on, you gotta take 3-point arms off. It's actually not too bad once you kind of get used to it. I think there's 4 pins you gotta pop out. And then there's 4 nuts you gotta take off, and that's why you need a 17mm wrench. There's one arm. There's the other arm. And you gotta take them off because the backhoe uses the same pins that the 3-point arms are on.
So like I said earlier, today's video is brought to you by Reolink. I've owned Reolink cameras for several years now, and I recently installed the Reolink Floodlight Elite Wi-Fi camera here on the side of the barn, and it's quickly become one of my favorite Wi-Fi cameras. So the Floodlight has a dual lens 4K camera with 180 degrees worth of view. It can see the entire side of this building, so there's no more blind spots. And the dual floodlights illuminate up to 40 feet away, giving you clear nighttime footage. When motion is detected, the camera can send a notification to your phone or device so you have real-time alerts. And this floodlight camera can replace any motion activated light on your house. It's easy to install and just wires into the existing 120 volt circuit. And the camera has built-in smart detection, so it can tell the difference between a human, an animal, or a vehicle, and then it tags the footage appropriately for what it detected. And the Reolink app now has an AI video search. So you can go in there, for example, and type in red truck, and then it will find all of the footage of a red truck for you to review. And of course, one of my favorite things about the Reolink cameras is there's no subscription fees. It's a one-time purchase, and all of the footage is stored locally, not up in the cloud, on an SD card in the camera. So the camera communicates back through your Wi-Fi network, and it has Wi-Fi 6 connectivity so that it has faster speeds and better streaming. And all the footage the camera stores, you can review through the Reolink app on your device or your smartphone. And you can also watch in real time on the camera. And like most Reolink cameras, it also has a speaker and a microphone, so you can actually talk back and forth like a doorbell camera.
You can go ahead and put that package anywhere. It'll be fine.
Overall, the Reolink Floodlight Elite Wi-Fi camera is packed full of features, and it'll be a huge upgrade over your existing security light. So if you want to shine a light on your intruders before they get too close, check out Reolink's Floodlight Elite Wi-Fi camera. I'll put links in the description below.
So the next problem I'm going to have is this boom is actually above the ground. It's dangling right there. So that's going to cause pressure in the hydraulic lines, and I need to get the hydraulic lines hooked up. So this may not want to connect. And I need to hook them up to the top ones. Of course, no. Does not want to hook up. Let's see what the other side does. Hey, that side went. I loosened a few fittings on the backhoe to leak out the pressure, and we're on. Oh, freaked me out. You gotta raise it up with the boom high enough to get the tractor attached. Ooh. Okay, that looks pretty close. Oh, we're in now. All right, I got the backhoe frame on the tractor, and I just got a couple pins that I got to put in underneath here. So we took the backhoe and we turned it sideways to try to make the tractor as short as possible. And then on the front, I curled the bucket like down under itself to try to make it short on the front. And the total length is 16 foot long, which that dump trailer is only 14 foot long. So there's no way I can get it inside the dump trailer. The only way to be able to load it would be to have the loader sticking out the front. And I don't necessarily want to do that. So I think I'm gonna run to my dad's, see if I can get his equipment trailer. Well, I'm not real thrilled about the way this tractor loads on the trailer. See, my dad's got this like toolbox right here, so it kind of limits where I can put the loader bucket. The loader bucket's actually going to sit on top of the jack. So I'm not real thrilled about it. I need to have it far enough forward that it puts weight on the truck so that it drives stable. So I've decided to put a piece of rubber on that jack to keep it from getting scratched up from the bucket. So I've got this piece of neoprene rubber, and then I punched some holes in it, and then I've got a bungee cord, a really short bungee cord weaved through. And I think I can get that over the top of the jack, hook these together, and that'll stay, it won't come off. And then it'll be a nice piece of cushion between the bucket and the trailer jack. So I'm gonna take the middle of the bungee cord, I'm gonna put it under here and then stretch it across, and then I'm gonna try to hook these together underneath. And there, that should not come off of there. And now I should be able to lower the bucket down to rest on top of that jack. So like I said, that's not necessarily ideal, but I think that's way better than just letting it sit on there and scratch it all up. All right, it's the next morning now. We're gonna head over to Rebecca's parents, help dig in that water line to their well. Their well is very close to the house. So it probably won't be a lot of digging. It'll probably take just as much time to get everything hooked up as it will be to dig. And much to my surprise, how bad this tire was leaking yesterday, it's actually still got air in it this morning. The bucket's hitting a little bit. Not bad. All right, we're at Rebecca's parents' house, and right next to it there is a hand dug well right here, and that goes down, I think about 28 feet, and it's all bricked up all the way down. It's not stones, it's brick, but the old water line comes in straight to the side of the house, and we're going to try to run a new water line following this, the paint that's right here. And you can see you got a new 1.25 inch poly pipe coming out from under the foundation. So we just got to dig this up over to the well. And then I think Rebecca's dad plans on trying to knock out some bricks to be able to bring that pipe into the north side of the well. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Well, I'm used to excavator controls now, so I'm not even sure how well I'm going to operate this thing. Backhoe controls the functions are different. Let me get a scoop. Lift the bucket and pull forward a little bit. Okay. I got a feeling there's more bricks. If I get under them, might start picking them out. Ton of bricks.
Put here, I think 1918 is 1918, somewhere right in that range.
Well, I think we're getting down to about where it comes. There it is.
There's the pipe.
Yep. I think we got her now.
I think we got it to the bottom.
I'm underneath it.
Yep. There we go.
Well, I'm getting there.
All the sounds to your film, you can cover all that up, right?
Starting to see the brick. Now. That good? All right, you can see the well is bricked up. It's actually a smaller diameter at the top and it gets a little bit bigger as it goes down. But here's the old iron pipe going down in there. It's all rusty. Hopefully you can see part of that. Needs a replaced. You want to stand it up outside the well or you want to try to slide it down in it?
Huh?
You want to stand it up first and then drop it down, or?
Well, we can, so we can get it stood up.
As long as we don't hit the power line.
Well, that's it. I think we're gonna get through it. There you go. All right. And then just stand on the well.
You got that?
Got it. Stand right on the well.
Okay, now we're gonna lift.
Try to even it up.
Bring it towards you so it's
What?
straight.
Well, he's the one pulling it toward him. I thought.
Yeah. There you go. We gotta.
We're in the water.
I think we're in a bad spot. Hang on a minute. You got it?
I didn't get, yeah, it's still going.
Well, I need to be on this side right here to be able to work on the ladder.
You want it on what side? You want to turn it around?
Well, we got to be either.
This is the rung where you face.
Okay. Can we get it to turn past the pipe?
Yeah.
Of course not.
Yeah. It's,
Okay. Okay. Now. And.
you're not. You wanting to let go of this thing?
Yeah. I need to put the wire on it.
No, we just touched bottom right
You
there.
got it. That's what I thought.
Yeah, like we're
Yeah. Yeah.
trying to see if I can get a little bit more lean on it. It's
Yeah,
about straight up and down.
it'll be fun.
Yeah, it probably went through at least 6 feet of water.
Huh?
Probably at least 6 feet of water in the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say there's. I'm guessing 8 to 10. I mean, you know, heavy bar that'll.
All right, finally got a hole knocked through the brick, and the winner was a pickaxe. We could get enough leverage where I could actually swing it and just chipped away at the brick. Didn't take a whole brick out, it just basically chipped a hole inside. Right there, there's our hole in the side. And right there is looking at it from the inside of the well. So now we got the hole knocked in the well. We've got our 1¼ inch black poly pipe, and then we've got a 2-inch piece of PVC we're sliding over it. This is gonna help keep it rigid when it sticks out into the well, kind of give it a little extra support. Go ahead and slide it in.
Yep. And then we'll.
You ready? So we're trying to figure out the depth.
Yep.
I think there's the bottom. 22 feet, 3 inches from the top to the bottom. And then to the pipe, it's actually less than 20. Or it's 19 foot, 10 inches to the bottom to that pipe. So this is the foot valve. It goes at the bottom of the shallow well. basically a check valve in there, and then it has like this sediment screen on it. Keeps the pump from losing, you know, its prime. Sure I'm going on straight, not cross threading.
And then you want to get close.
I'm definitely not in the ladder. I'm beside the ladder.
You're thinking, man, that's quite.
All right, I'm about ready to try it, I guess. There you go. That's very hot.
Yeah.
Got it. It's together. That'd give me a good fit. The ladder sunk.
With it.
Yeah.
You know, many years back.
Let's go ahead and pull this out then.
Yeah, start lifting it, I guess.
Oh, a piece of concrete, I think. Chipped. We put it in this way. Okay. So I'm stepping on back here. That's about where the dirt will hold it down.
Yep, that'll work. Yep.
You're good?
About like the other one.
Got the pipe where we want it. We're gonna try to seal this up with some spray foam. Whoa. She comes out, she comes out.
Huh?
Let me put some in here.
Yeah.
Apple, this is deeper.
All right, we got everything where we want it now. So you can see we got just a little bit of that black pipe sticking out of the PVC. It's going down. Looks pretty good.
Yeah. I usually spin it.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Afraid I'm gonna pinch my fingers.
Okay, yeah, just don't. Yeah, just don't.
Yeah, this is our niece and nephew, Eliana and Oliver. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
Keep going. You gotta get them to push the ground. It'll actually lift you up. See? Lifted you up. I'll go all the way out to the side. Now go down with this one. Just go down. Okay, now swing. Oh, there you get it. Oh, we caved it in.
I'm trying to
What?
lift it up a little.
Yeah, so when you want to bring this back, you got to bring this up. So you got to pull back on both levers. See? Look. See how that works? Yeah. That was pretty smooth. See how it's there? Now it doesn't want to turn because there's too much dirt. So you got to lift it up just a little bit by pulling back. Okay, now you can go. There you go. Go toward Grandpa.
Okay, keep going. There you go.
Yeah, you filled it in. Is that easier than that shovel? Keep going. We'll go all the way out here. Good. Now you can go down till you touch the dirt with this one. Good. Now you can go that way. Good job. All right, we just finished up. We got all the dirt back in the trench. We got it piled up a little bit. It's gonna rain tomorrow, so hopefully I'll help that settle down. But at least the inside of the well, it's all done. He's just got to do the inside at the pump whenever he's ready to do that. All right, just got back home. The tractor, it hauled just fine, both directions. And our piece of rubber, it's right here. It's got a little dirt on it, but it's not worn through or anything. Take it off of there, and no damage, so it did its job. So going to Rebecca's parents the other day, it's kind of neat to share that with you guys. It's not very often you dig in a water line into an old shallow well and then you open it up and get inside of it. So it's kind of a neat experience to be able to show. Hopefully it'll be something that we may tackle maybe next year or sometime soon, and maybe we'll develop one of our wells. But I do think that that job may have been the last job for the little backhoe on the back of the 2515. Now the reason I say that is I have been thinking about selling the 2515 and replacing it with a slightly bigger tractor, a little bit more horsepower, maybe a little bit more lifting capacity. This has been a good tractor, but there's a lot of times when I'm running it, I just wish that it had a little bit more power. And I know, I've had a partnership with TYM in the past. That's how I've got my 2 tractors, was through that partnership. But I know a lot of people still think I'm partnered with them. I'm actually not. I haven't been partnered with them for over a year now. And so when I go to replace this tractor, I'm gonna go out and have to purchase one. So I'm gonna have to really consider where the dealership is and where my service is gonna be. The TYM dealer was actually the closest dealer to me before, but they have now changed and they're carrying bad boy tractors instead. So I'm gonna have to take that on consideration when I go and look at new tractors. But I'm hoping, over the next, 4 to 6 months, maybe I'll be able to replace this with something a little bit bigger, still hydrostatic, so it'll be easy for Rebecca to drive. But I'm just not 100% sure what tractor I'll end up getting. So I'll probably start looking here pretty soon. If you guys have any ideas in the comments what tractor you guys would like to see me use here on the property, you guys can leave that down below and I'll try to take that into consideration when I'm out shopping. But I think that's going to be it for this video, guys. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.